Hey guys, my name is Braylon. I just wanted to share with you some progress and my story about following the LadyBoss Weight Loss program. It's been awesome so far. I've lost a total of 21 pounds, which I never thought was ever possible before joining this program. But first I'm going to start by just kind of telling you a little bit of the past and how, I struggled a little bit and how I found LadyBoss. So I realize now that I do have a food addiction. It's still there. It's still something I struggle with every single day. But it really started, I think, my senior year in high school. I didn't really realize that it started then or why it started then. But now that I think about it, I realize what was going on. So the second part of my senior year in high school, my parents were having some issues. They've had some issues in the past, but they really escalated during that second half of senior year. And my mom, that's really where they stemmed from, was her. She was addicted to prescription drugs, and she had been for a while, and it just didn't really get noticed until it got worse. She also drank a lot, and those two things mixed are not good. There are times where I was scared, and she was just not in a good state, and I saw that, and it really concerned me. It's affected my family. It's took a toll on us. There's some, people in my family that don't talk regarding to those instances. My mom did actually go to rehab when I was a freshman in college, but there's still times where it's hard for me to actually, think about it or talk about it, or be around some people because of it. But so there was that going on, and then my boyfriend that I'm still with today, he was in college and I was still in high school, and he was 2 hours away from me, which seems like nothing now. But at that time, being so young, it was hard, and so that really affected me. And I think the only thing I felt like I could really control with my happiness was food, and so I think that's why I turned to food. And now I look back at it, I really realize, that's all I wanted to do was eat. I always wanted, to eat out with my dad. I lived with my dad. I always wanted to ask him, can we go eat out? Can we go eat out? And then I kind of got it a little under control that summer, and then college started, and I really didn't gain that like freshman 15 or anything, but my weight was up and down throughout college. I did, it was something, and I have always struggled with. I've always, been self-conscious about. But it really didn't start, I really didn't start gaining a lot of weight until my first part of my senior year in high school, and a little bit, of that summer before. My boyfriend, he, is majored in biology, so he loves the outdoors, wants to work outdoors, so where better to do that than out west. One summer he was in New Mexico, and then the summer after that, for 6 months, he went to Colorado while I was still in Illinois. And being far away from him was really hard for me. Not that I didn't trust him or thought he was going to do bad stuff to me, because he would never do that. He's the sweetest person ever. But I just missed him so much, and it was so hard for me to be away from him, and that was really where it started. But I remember that summer I would go to the gas station after I got off work at like 5:30, and I would get like a big bag of Doritos, like the big ones, not like the small snack ones, like the big bag of Doritos, and some Milk Duds and like a 32-ounce fountain soda, and I would just go in my bed and sit there and eat them. Papa John's was a big one. Culver's. Those two were, big ones I would always want to eat. And I would look for any kind of special occasion to eat food. Not even like a special occasion, just like, oh, hey, my favorite show's on tonight. Let's order a pizza and let's sit in my bed and watch it. Or, going out to eat with my friends, or just anything. I would look for any excuse, like to have good but disgusting food. And I really packed on the weight then, and my boyfriend was out here, and he's outdoors all day hiking, and he lost a lot of weight, and it actually got to the point where he weighed less than me, which, he shouldn't. That's, he's never weighed less than me, and that he did at that point. And, kind of went on throughout the first part of my senior year until Christmas, and that's when I found Kaelin. It was in December of 2015, and I found a video of her talking about how she lost 65 pounds, and a tip she was giving of, those foods that, you're craving and they're right in front of you, but you don't want to eat it or you can't eat it, just you need to say ew. Like, look at it and say ew. So then it convinces your mind that that is bad for you. So I started doing that, but it really didn't work that well for me because it didn't really cure that mindset of like wanting food. So I decided to join the program, and that time it was called Tool Time, back before it was LadyBoss, and I joined in January of 2016. So I've actually been doing this program for a year and a half. Well, not quite a year and a half, almost a year and a half now. But it's the longest I've ever stuck with anything. Like, I was so scared to commit at the beginning because, I was so used to just quitting. I'd do it for maybe a couple months and then I'd quit. But I just committed to it. I decided I was going to do it and see where it took me. So in the beginning, I was kind of on and off. I was still watching what I ate, but during the week, if there was, a time to eat bad, I still kind of would. Not as much, but I would. But I was working out as much as I could. And like I said, still watching a little bit of what I ate. And it was, I think, 2 months after I'd been doing this, I just decided to weigh myself, and I'd actually lost 10 pounds. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I have not seen these numbers in so long. If I can do this, just from watching a little bit of what I eat and working out most of the time, if I really commit to this, like, I can lose the weight and I can have that body I want. And I was never so heavy of needing to lose a ton of weight, but I just really, there's a certain goal of like 15 to 20 pounds that I wanted to lose, and I wanted to be toned. And like at that time, I knew from pictures and from my weight that this was possible. Like, with this program, I can do this. So, I really committed to the program, and at that time I was in school, and I was working part-time. So what I would do is lift 3 times a week and then do just cardio twice a week. And that really made a difference, and I could just tell by how my clothes are fitting. And then by the end of my senior year, I'd actually lost 17 pounds. And I don't think I've ever lost 17 pounds at any time in my life. And I was so happy, and I just, like, in my head, I knew this is something I'm going to be involved in forever. This is something I can do forever. It's not like those other programs where they restrict your diet so much, or you can only drink shakes, or you can't eat carbs. It's not like that. It's real food, It's just eating healthy and working your butt off. That's what it is. And, it's something I know I'm going to be able to do forever, and that's what really clicked, and I was like, I can do this. So then we moved to Colorado after I graduated, me and my boyfriend, last year, and we lived here for about a year now. And I did stop going to the gym for about 2 weeks, just because everything that was going on, and going back and forth from Illinois to Colorado a few times. And then once I started working, I got back into my gym routine, started waking up at 5 a.m. to get my workouts in, kind of varying in between morning and afternoon a little bit, just kind of easing into it. And then now I actually get up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. I can't even tell you, I don't ever think I've woken up at 4 a.m. before this ever in my life. And I love it. Like, I go to the gym, I get my workout in, and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. It's like it doesn't even affect my day because I've got it done before I start my day. And I love it. I have more energy when I get to work throughout the day, and then I sleep better at night. But this program, honestly, it has just changed my life. It's changed not only my health, my fitness, my body, my weight. I mean, it's changed my whole mindset, kind of, just about my life and where it's really going. And, I have so much more confidence in myself, and just, knowing I can really do anything. I can really do anything I put my mind to. And I have, so much more love for life, because it's just, I can enjoy it more, and I know kind of where I want to go. And I just feel like, not only has this program helped me be successful in losing weight and, being fit and keeping track of my nutrition, but it's, it set me up for success in other places of my life too. And I just think it's that whole mindset that it gives you. And, Kaelin, she's just so awesome. I mean, she is so committed to not just the program, but everybody in it, making sure it's the best for us, really taking our thoughts and opinions into consideration, trying to be as personable as she can be with everything. And I mean, she's awesome. Like, there's nobody else that has a program like this, and nobody else, I think, that would put the effort in to be so involved with the people in their program. And I mean, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I will never go back. I will never stop this program. There's times, like I said, when I'd fall off, I was not perfect. I'm still not perfect. There's times where we all make mistakes, but I always get back on. I always have that mindset of being successful. I never just want to give up. I never just want to quit. And I think it's, the program, the Facebook support group, it's everything that makes you want to be this way. And it just makes you want to be the best person you can be. So not only is it healthy for your body, I think it's mentally healthy. I think it's emotionally healthy. Just everything about it is so different and so awesome than any other program out there. And whenever you first start, like when I first started, I wasn't fully committed, but what it does is it takes practice. Like any other thing, like any other sport, any other talent, it takes practice. You have to practice, practice, practice. And like, that's what I just encourage, just keep telling myself I have to practice this, and it will stick, and you will love it, and you'll be successful. I just think if I can do this, a person who only thought about food all the time, dealing with family issues, sensitive stuff with my boyfriend being away, and I know there's people who have 10 times harder issues than I do, but I think anyone can really do this just because of all the support that we give, all the positivity it gives off. It changes everything in your life for the better. And there's no way I would be where I am today without this program, the positivity, my attitude, my fitness, my health. I love Kaelin. I love this program. I love the ladies in this program. I talk to them on a daily basis, and it's overall awesome. Like I said, I've lost 21 pounds overall, but right now, I actually weigh 5 pounds more than I did when I lost the 21 pounds. But you know what? I fit in my clothes better. I am leaner. I have more muscle. And I feel more confident. So throw that freaking scale away. The only time you weigh yourself is when you're measuring your body fat. And I do that like once a month. And I'm not so concerned about that body fat or the weight anymore as much as I am about my confidence and how stuff fits and how I feel. And that's something I never would have, I'm always so obsessed with the scale and weighed myself all the time. And that's something I never would have done in the past. So if you're looking for a freaking real program where you just work your butt off and you'll get real results and have the personable and happiness and positivity and everything, literally everything you want, join LadyBoss.